Gene?
Suda51 has an eccentric catalog to say the least. The creator never seems to run out of ideas for wild worlds and even crazier characters. Despite the fact that his latest project, No More Heroes 3, is without a doubt completely off the rails, that's far from the most notable thing about it. Every ounce of the game is dripping with passion, and the excitement is palpable even in the smallest of moments. The game not only honors the legacy of what came before, but manages to fully capitalize on the potential of the series.
Was today the 4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what? Looks like things are gonna get weird today.
No More Heroes is easy to describe, but capturing its full appeal is quite difficult. Travis Touchdown is an assassin who has taken down all sorts of other incredibly powerful assassins, climbing the ranks multiple times to become the #1 killer. Here, Travis climbs the ranks again, but this time, his targets are literally out of this world. A motley crew of aliens invades, led by Prince Fu, and the Earth is in peril unless Travis can prove himself in a game of conquest, killing them one by one.
I'll take the one in the middle. Do whatever you want with the rest.
Let me have some fun, fucking losers! Let's go!
Start the game.
Outside of the extraterrestrial combatants, the setup is almost identical to previous games, but it by no means lacks a creative punch. If anything, the narrative here is even more engaging due to a number of factors, not the least of which is Fu himself. He's such a strong and consistent main villain, partly because his attitude somehow manages to match the overwhelming swagger of Travis. Fu is arrogant, powerful, and incredibly violent. His unpredictability makes him shine in every scene he's in. It makes the build-up toward facing off against him tense and exciting. While Fu is indeed memorable, the other opponents each stand out in their own way. Both visually and through voice acting, each major boss conveys a tremendous sense of personality in a short period of time.
My boss, Fu, he went bad shit crazy. Destroyed the whole planet. Ha! Ain't that a bitch?
Personality is something No More Heroes has never lacked, but where this game really steps things up is through the creativity and mechanics of its boss fights. Battles can be wildly different from each other while still sufficiently testing your wit, dexterity, or a combination of the two. The previous game, Travis Strikes Again, is boldly experimental, and Suda carries that same courageous spirit into No More Heroes 3. Only now, he's greatly refined a lot of his ideas so that they're just as enjoyable to play as they are conceptually entertaining.
Screw Russell death kick! Strawberry, right on. Raspberry, double kill. Understood attack. Blueberry, triple kill.
Part of the reason boss fights can be such grand spectacles is because the combat is so fundamentally sound. The game really emphasizes defense and enemy variety. Even basic foes are refreshingly inventive, and new ones are introduced at an excellent pace. Travis relies on getting in close to do a ton of damage with his trusty beam katana, so it's important to master dodging at just the right moment to slow down time and create an offensive opening. Each enemy has a different attack pattern and preferred range, meaning it takes time and effort to learn their quirks in order to fight effectively. There are also death glove skills, which add even more depth. Skills do significant damage, place an enemy in a favorable position, or both. They can also be powerful on their own or when mixed together, which makes managing them fairly interesting. No More Heroes 3 adds a lot to the basic combat template found in the previous games without overcomplicating things. It's still easy to understand and to immediately get into, but the added layers make it far less repetitive.
Right on. Spin death slow. Raspberry, double kill.
Much like the combat, activities between big boss battles have a joyous spark to them. Travis repeatedly has to earn enough money to pay the entrance fee for the next match, and each time there's a variety of ways to do so. These activities not only reward you with money, but also materials which Travis can turn into powerful chips that enhance his abilities. It's possible to grind out waves of enemies, or take on jobs that come in all shapes and sizes. Some activities are obviously exciting, like motorbike challenges where you run enemies off the road, while other gigs, like mowing lawns, are more mundane. Yet even these ordinary jobs are spiced up in some way. Picking up trash doesn't sound like much, but it gets a lot more terrifying when the trash is located in alligator-filled waters. Stray too close and you have to pass a QuickTime event or get promptly chomped. There are even bizarre collectibles scattered around, such as scorpions that you have to collect for a chef, but these also have a twist. Approaching from the front means getting attacked, preventing you from grabbing them, so the task demands appropriate caution. For all of the effort put into making sure players have enough to do, it's a shame that many of the locations are underwhelming visually. Pretty much every major explorable spot is drab, flat, and lacking detail. There are times when you'll look out on the horizon and it's little more than a gray blob. Areas don't really improve as you progress further either, taking a lot of the joy away from traveling to a new place. It's only made worse by instances of the frame rate dropping as you ride around on your bike, or blatant pop-up being visible. A lot of tremendous work was done on the characters, menus, music, and many other aspects of the presentation, which only makes the environments more jarring. For a game jam-packed with incredible ideas, it's odd how boring it is to explore. Still, such disappointments are more than made up for in ways that only writer and director Suda51 would think of or dare include. Without giving anything away, Suda is able to show off so many of his passions in ways that come across as incredibly authentic and endearing. Playing No More Heroes 3, you really get the sense that a nerdy kid grew up and got to make the otaku project of his dreams. Again, Suda being wild has been such a well-worn part of his brand for ages, which makes it all the more impressive how far he pushes things here. Rather than treat the game as just another sequel, he takes things to the extreme. Over and over again, there are truly shocking moments dropped like bombs. It isn't shock for the sake of it either. No matter how outlandish things get, it all fits into place and feels like it belongs.
Now come on, let's go.
More than anything, such a strong and clear vision is what makes No More Heroes 3 work as well as it does. It's beyond clear that Suda cares about this series from the bottom of his heart, and that love is what makes this game special. No More Heroes 3 is not just a good Suda51 game, it's one of the best games of the year. Final score, 9 out of 10.
Go crazy, Travis. Welcome to the Garden of Insanity.
Easy Allies reviews are made possible by generous viewers just like you. If you like what you see, check out patreon.com/easyallies to help us make more. For just $1 a month, you can gain access to weekly updates, spoiler discussions, and exclusive shows.